Hello and welcome to round one of the Brighton Charity Joust. With me, Rebecca Gillard, and joined as always by Richard Walker.
Hi.
Hello, Richard. And we've got a couple of House of the Red Door decks today. So on the left-hand side, the card is going to be, what's that one, Winterfell Castle, is that right?
Yep.
And on the right, we've got the House of the Red Door card being Highgarden. And our players, we have Joe Harrison on the left with Stark, House of the Red Door, and Matt Eddleman on the right with Tyrell, House of the Red Door. So we should probably explain a little bit about the tournament because this is going to be slightly different to your normal tournaments. So the Charity Joust had two kind of formats. One way to win was just your normal bog standard play to win. The other one was an achievements list. So basically it was a set of sort of, achievements to try and achieve throughout the day. You could only achieve each one once. And they were worth 1, 2 or 3 points. So as you're watching the video, the information at the bottom of the screen will pop up and let you know when someone has achieved an achievement, with the name of the achievement and in as short terms as possible, like what that achievement required you doing, because the boxes are only very small and I didn't want to fill up the entire screen with writing on how to achieve the achievement.
Probably for the best.
Probably for the best, yes. So we went short version. So you could win playing mats basically from doing either of those two or both, but it's a bit difficult to do both basically.
Yeah,
is what most people found. It was better to try and lose near the beginning so that you'd face other achievement decks rather than facing like the tryhards who are like, I'm not letting you do stuff, I'm just here to win, and then you're sad because they won't let you get a 30 strength challenge against them.
That does sound sad. It's
very sad.
Although why would a 30 strength challenge, is that an achievement, is it? It's
one of the achievements, yes.
Wow.
If you're interested in the full achievements list, you can have a look on Facebook. If you look at the Brighton Charity Joust 2.0, the list is up on there. Or you can always message Gabbi Trimmings. She organised the Charity Joust. And yeah, she'll have all the information you need. They did an amazing job, didn't they, with the Charity Joust? They raised over £1,600 in total. And that was from everyone's donations and things as well. So, yeah, really fantastic job, everyone.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty amazing, all for Macmillan Cancer. So, yeah, beat cancer. Seems good.
Wouldn't it #fuck cancer?
That also works.
Worked for me.
Let's have a quick look at your setups then. Do you want to talk us through? Because I've already talked enough.
Sure. Joe Harrison. Red Door location, Winterfell Castle. Sets up a Hartree Grove and Maester Lewin. So he's only used 3 gold of his 4 allowance. And Matt Eddleman has set up...
It's a great hall.
Right, garden caretaker and a great hall.
And opening plots. So we're going Training the Pentoshi on the left and Late Summer Feast on the right there.
You always know that a Red Door deck is going to open up with a 5 gold plus plot.
Yeah. They need to, wouldn't they, to fill out the board a little bit.
Unless it's Targ.
So just while these guys are going through their marshalling, we will just give a very quick important shout out to some special people.
Special people? What,
yeah.
Special as in?
As in wonderful.
As in
Richard.
wonderful people. Cool.
Yes. So we do have 2 new patrons to call out.
Wow.
Yeah. So I always screw up this person's name, so I apologise in advance. What is it?
The White Book.
Well, yeah, that's the one that I can't say. The White Book has very kindly become a patron. So the White Book is another a site actually that provides quite a lot of stuff. I think they provide links for the videos and podcasts and articles and things like that. So they're really good.
And they have a podcast themselves.
And they have podcasts themselves, yeah.
Or did, maybe.
I was just going on what you knew.
They're very popular.
Yes.
In, America and maybe even the world.
Yeah, so obviously, you should look them up. And like I say, you'll be able to find loads of content on there if you're looking to, really get into your Game of Thrones. And
I know the White Book is run by Will Lentz, who does a lot for the community. He set up the AGOT, www.agot.cards website.
Oh, did he?
Which links up all the events and has a lot of articles on there, so check that out.
Yeah. But now I'm going to try and say the person's name that I always mess up. So...
It's really easy, just say Louis.
Yeah, it's Louis, but it's the other bits. Louis Gustav... Oh, what was it?
It's so easy. It's Luis Gustavo Bretas.
Oh, that was it.
Just call him LGB. Just say Luis. Everyone knows who Luis is.
I know, but I always attempt to try and say the names at least.
You are terrible at names.
I know I'm terrible at names.
I'm surprised you pronounced Matt Eddleman correctly.
That's only because I've met him like 3 times now.
3 times?
I think so. So you may notice the players there had pieces of paper that they were, pondering over. So it is the first round, so everyone's still trying to figure out, what they can do to get points. So just in our marshalling here, Joe is going first. So you may notice got some new icons on the bottom of the thing. So FP just the first player there to show Joe is the first player. And we have an achievement. So we have what do we have? Ah, there we go. It's drag queen. So it's make a lady a king. So basically, one of the achievements is to play a lady and then king her. And that's our drag queen. Or drag.
That is funny.
Is it drag queen or drag king?
The drag king? I don't know.
I don't know. It was one of those. But yes, making a lady a king. So which lady is that?
Mage Mormont.
Mage Mormont's a king.
Mage Mormont's not going to kneel on attacking military, which is good.
Seems
especially
good.
with Mage Mormont, because then you can use her twice and trigger her reaction.
Oh, she's one where you can reveal the top card of your deck, and if it's a start card, draw it, right?
Yeah.
Seems good.
It does.
And Bran there to cancel any horrible events. So the other thing that we do need to talk about is Matt's deck. Matt was very, very excited about his deck.
Matt's always very excited. He had that typical excitable Americans kind of vibe going on.
He is. He every morning messages in the chat group, "Morning, guys." Like, "Morning, Matt."
He's definitely a morning person.
Much more so than some people that I know.
Definitely a person, I was about to say, but that's not really what I meant.
I think definitely a person is a good conclusion to come to here.
He's a person.
But anyway, we need to talk about his deck, what his deck's doing.
What's his deck doing, Rebecca?
Well, Matt was very excited about his deck because basically his entire deck is based around a wedding. He wants to get Marjorie and Renly married. And his entire deck, in his I kind of wish that we could have this twice with the commentary and without the commentary. Because as he's going through, he's talking about the wedding and the people coming to the wedding and finding the bride and groom and all this kind of stuff. So everyone's to do with the wedding. But here we do actually have another achievement. And so one of the achievements is family reunion, to get 3 family members on the board. So apparently 3 of those are family members. I'm assuming it's Knight of Flowers. And,
well, it's Tyrell and Eleanor Tyrell.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course, all Tyrell. I couldn't remember the guy on the end name, so that's where the confusion was.
Not many people play him, but I quite like him.
He's one where you can do you kneel him to give people stuff?
Yeah, he does bugger all on his own, but you're paying 4 gold really to get some extra boost on some of your other characters. But the boost you give on Marge, Garland, and Night Flowers is pretty decent. Can't remember what they are, but I remember they're decent. Take my word for it.
So Mage is going in with the military challenge, then non-kneeling because of the attachment, the Wolf King. And we're just going to use High Garden there to take her out the challenge. So you don't have to stand them and take them out. You can just take them out without standing them. Well, if they're knelt, you have to stand them to take them out. But if they're already standing, you can take them out without standing them twice because, obviously that would prove a little bit odd.
Yeah. One thing about the Stark Red Door Winterfell Castle is it doesn't do that much turn 1. But on the rest of the turns it's really strong.
Which one's Winterfell Castle? Is that the strength boost one?
Yeah, if you go in with 2 unique characters in a challenge, they both get +2 strength. So for example, if Lewin and Bran both went into a power challenge, the power challenge would be for 7 strength. Which is pretty good, considering their strength is 3 combined.
So Matt's there going with a military challenge with the Knight of Flowers. Joe losing the challenge but defending the Mage so it's not unopposed, and forced reaction there, drawing a card from Late Summer Feast and claim of the Winterfell Steward. And Matt there taking his first power and renown. He then goes for an intrigue challenge with Eleanor, which we're kneeling Lewin there. Forced reaction. Drawing another card. And our claim of Summer. Which he doesn't seem very happy about.
Yeah, no one likes to lose Summer.
Unless he got Flea Bottom, then it's acceptable.
Yeah. There we are. End of the round. Matt takes Dom. Everybody stands up. So that was cool, I guess.
Yeah.
First round.
Pretty straightforward.
Matt's got the better board at the moment. Got the better backboard too, I guess.
Yeah, I guess at this point, Highgarden's obviously a really good one to have from the beginning. Although he's losing a gold because of the pleasure bar, so it almost balances out the Great Hall, right?
Sure.
And just discarding for reserve there, discarding Growing Strong and a Crown of Golden Roses.
I guess Brand's going to negate one of his events.
That's true. Okay, so plots then. We've got A Time of Plenty versus A Noble Cause. It's a new one, I've not seen that one before. Oh, very nice. Thanks for showing it to us, Matt. Makes it a bit easy when they show it to the screen.
So Joe's going to win initiative. Will he want to go first, or will he go second?
I guess with non-kneeling mage, you kind of want to go first, right? Yeah, look, he's going first.
Certainly help put the pressure on. What's the other attachment under mage?
I think it's a dupe.
A dupe.
Yeah.
I see.
So a dupe and the Wolf King. Bit of economy there, the Rose Road. Matt's just saying, yeah, because we need a Rose Road to get to the wedding. He's very into this. Okay, so this is Great John Ember. Yeah, so if you win a military challenge when there's less than 3 plots in the use pile, he gets to restand. Am I correct?
It's true.
Seems good.
I think he is good. I think he's very good.
So this way, I guess, Joe can go in with Mage and Great John. And, you know, he knows one of them's going to go through and most likely going to be standing again afterwards.
Yeah, it's really strong, especially with the Winterfell Castle. So you've got Mage and Great John at 9 strength. If they go in together, that's going to be 13 strength.
Nice.
So, yeah, and like we say, Great John can restand. And he will also get a draw out of it, plus an Intimidate.
Oh, we found the groom.
And yet, we have Renly.
Okay, so groom is here. It's an achievement unlocked. So this achievement then is based on the character cost, if I remember correctly. Oh, no, not quite.
The Bachelorette.
The Bachelorette. So 3 lords and 1 lady in play. Oh, yes, because Renly is a lord as well, isn't he?
I was going to say, so you got the groom, but it's not about the groom, it's about Eleanor.
Yeah, she's our lady of the moment.
The groom is perving around Eleanor Tyrell. How could he?
Maybe Eleanor's like a bridesmaid or something.
Naughty Renly.
Naughty, naughty.
It's not very thematic, that, is it? I think Willis Tyrell, isn't he wheelchair bound?
Oh, I don't know.
So Knight of Flowers, also not really of the, of that sexual persuasion. So of all the lords there, none of them are very likely to.
Well, it'd be more likely Renly and Knight of Flowers, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Maybe this was the wedding that Matt was dreaming of. Who's this one again?
Oh, come on.
It's not the Old Town Informer.
It's not.
It's the High Tower Spy?
High Garden Courtier.
Oh, fuck's sake. Is there one called a High Tower Spy?
Yeah.
Okay.
There is. It's never the one you think it is.
I know.
One day you will learn the ways.
I don't know why I get them all mixed up so much. I need to you know what we need to do, don't you? We need to have a poster on the bloody wall right in front of me.
Do we?
Yes, when we're doing commentary. With a picture of each one and what they're all called. Because I get these 3 mixed up all of the time. I really shouldn't be getting these mixed up at this point.
You should not. Is Joe going in for military with both?
He is indeed. So Mage and Great John, but one of them's going to be taken out with the High Garden.
Yeah.
And it's going to be Mage.
A real good control card, High Garden.
So that puts... Oh, or is it going to be Great John? No, it can be mage.
No,
so
it's going to be Joe saying, "What did this card do?" I mean,
I've never seen the High Tower before.
It's not. It wasn't in the core set, was it? I haven't had 2.5 years to look at it. I'm sorry, Joe.
I'm sure he doesn't mind.
So Joe's a nice guy, isn't he?
I like Joe.
Joe's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Maester Joseph.
Really? Is he a maester?
I don't know. That's his Iron Throne name.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Maester
okay.
Joseph. I'm not sure why he wants to associate himself with some crusty old men, but... Sorry, Stefan Fotheringham, because I call him Maester Fotheringham. Crusty? I don't know. The conclave sounds kind of horrible. Perverted. The conclave.
So it's all
Come
crusty.
Join me in the conclave.
Disgusting.
Yeah, it just sounds wrong.
Oh no, that's not a good one to go.
Yeah, you don't want to lose cat.
No. Joe's got 2 lords on the board at the moment, right? I'm assuming Great John is a lord.
He is.
Yeah, so if he can find one more lord, he'll get the Bachelorette one as well, won't he?
Yeah. Mage Mormont having to fend off the advances of Bran Stark.
And Great John.
Oh dear.
And there are plenty more suitable lords in Stark. Like Rickon.
Rickon. Jesus.
Oh shit, what's he doing there?
Ah.
What? That's disgusting. What are you doing, Matt? So it's discarding the father of the bride to stand Knight of Flowers. So basically, he discarded Mace with the Crown of Gold's ability to increase Knight of Flowers.
Crown of Gold?
No, not Crown of Gold. Crown of Gold and Roses.
That's the one.
Thank you. To increase his strength, and this then allowed him to kneel the High Garden
Courtier to restand.
Courtier, that's the one. To restand Knight of Flowers, and then lets him use Knight of Flowers again in a military challenge.
Willis Tyrell doing some work there.
Yeah.
Giving Knight of Flowers insight.
Seems good. So that was unopposed, claim, renown, and the insight, as you say, from Willis. And Joe's Dom.
Do you feel like that is worth it? I mean, kneeling a 4-cost body to draw a card?
The thing is, though, he didn't need that 4-cost body in any of these challenges.
No, but the flip side of it is he's pretty bad when there's a lot of resets going around.
Yes.
So you need the board wide to support him.
This may be true, but what we also need to remember is this tournament was an achievements tournament.
Not necessarily.
So the decks are built, a lot of them, to try and do well on the achievements.
Not
which
necessarily.
means that they're not really looking to kill everyone.
Don't believe that,
guys.
guys. A lot of them were joust decks that, people thought they would just slip under the radar, get in there, crush some achievement decks, and then win the tournament.
Well, like you did.
Like Rebecca's.
What do you mean like Rebecca's?
She was really try-harding it out.
You little liar. If I was really try-hard now, I wouldn't have lost all but one of my games.
Yeah, you would. You probably would.
Actually, I probably would. I'm not a very good player.
Don't be mean.
Hey, I did very well in the achievements, thank you very much.
Yeah, very well done.
Yes.
I'm sure we might see you on camera at some point.
We do.
We do.
Yes.
Cool. Well, we look forward to that.
Thanks, dear.
So Joe Harrison's losing quite badly. 6-1.
Yeah.
Got an inferior board. He got 3 characters to Matthew's 7.
But there's still like nearly half an hour left, so...
Oh, we've got Daisy on the board now. She shouldn't be on the board because she was summoned.
Sorry, she's off the board now. Look, it's just showing what was summoned.
All right.
Just demonstrating his summoning skills.
That's another source of card draw because she'd have Mormont and she will trigger from Mage's reaction. Or rather, Mage will trigger.
And the confiscation, I probably should just point out, took the Dwarf King off of Mage, which is sad. No more non-kneeling.
No more non-kneeling.
So who do you think's going to be next to turn up at the wedding? Rob Stark! Perfect for a wedding!
Oh, Jesus. I'm sure Mage will turn him down.
Oh dear. So we've got an achievement unlocked there then. 3 lords and a lady. So we've got the brothers there fighting over Mage by the looks of it.
Brothers? Rob and Bran.
Which one would you go for, hon?
Bran's such a nice boy.
Yeah, I'm sure she wants to date someone who's like 20 years younger.
But I think she's going to pick the guy with only 3 fingers on his on one hand. because Grey Wind ate 2 of them off.
Really?
Yeah, Great John's only got 2 fingers. It's on his flavour text.
Oh, whatever. You know, I don't read those things.
It's something like, Grey Wind ate 2 of his fingers and the Great John laughed about it.
We should get a dog.
Don't say things like that while I'm trying to drink.
But you're actually just going to choke on your tea then.
Joe doesn't have an intrigue icon.
He doesn't. That's not very good.
This is sad.
Well, I mean, he might have had an intrigue icon if, Cat hadn't been taken from his hand.
True, but it's still not a great one, is it? Winterfell Castle only works on military and power challenges. I should point out, yes, it does not work in intrigue challenges.
Oh, okay. So, of the Stark locations that you could use for House of the Red Door, do you think it's a good one to choose?
I do to a point. If he's not running a reset, and I'll be very surprised if he is running a reset, then your board can just swell and grow, and you'll be going into challenges with 3 or 4 uniques and get +2 strength. It's like having a permanent 3rd challenge, Lord of the Crossing, in your power challenges on defense as well as attack.
Yeah, I guess so.
And so that's just really powerful. But if there's one deck that can overcome that, it's going to be Tyrell. Because they're very constructive with their board effect. And they like to just build big boards, as do Stark.
Yeah, seems like a fair point. Also should point out, because I want to help Matt to express his story. Because he was very, very expressive with his story. So the entertainment has arrived. We have our Fool on the board. So they've got the Fool, they've got the family members, they've got the groom. They probably still want the father of the bride, right? Even though Matt's chucked him into the discard.
To be fair, the father of the bride normally full of shit, right?
I wouldn't know. I've never been married, Richard.
He's, full of himself, a bit of a buffoon, as the Queen of Thorns would say.
Okay.
All men are fools.
I can agree with that one. To an extent. Occasionally they're in the right.
Don't be sexist.
I did say occasionally in the right.
You misogynist.
Okay. We are now getting a power challenge from the Knight of Flowers. And of course, you can only defend with 1 character here, so I don't think Joe can win this one. Especially if Matt decides to just chuck something from hand and increase the strength. So, yeah, chump block with Bran. Seems like a good plan. Giving him insight.
He's really searching for pieces.
Well, he needs to find the bride.
He's taken an insight from Butterbump, insight from Renly, taken the extra insight because of the loyal card. He's taken insight from Knight of Flowers.
He really is looking for the bride. But he's going to have to discard some cards from hand, surely. Confiscation's what, 6 reserve?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's drawn quite a lot of cards this turn, so I'd be surprised if he didn't have to discard. Yeah, there we go. So he's chucking an Arbor there.
He does have a lot of cards.
What's that he's getting rid of? Either Hobble or Horus, one of those two.
Yeah, horror or slobber.
Another Grown Strong.
Why did he put the Grand Strongs in his deck?
And what's that one?
Don't know.
It looks a bit like Brienne, but I don't think it is.
Could be anything.
It's the Knoll Tart. Doesn't really matter anyway, it's not on the board.
Yeah.
And just revealing our new plot set. So we've got Grand Melee from Joe and Wardens of the South from Matt there. So Grand Melee, so this was a relatively new plot. Can you remind us what it does?
Yeah, we spoiled it on our programme, do you recall?
I do recall.
Yeah, so basically characters will only count their strength if there's more than 1 participant in the challenge.
So this sort of screws up Knight of Flowers a little bit, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a little bit anti-flowers, but
considering Matt only needs 5 power and then another 20 minutes odd on the video, I'm wondering what Joe's going to get up to here. So Joe's going first. Hopefully he can get some characters knocked out.
I mean, this is not an ideal scenario for Joe playing Grand Melee against Highgarden.
That's very true, actually.
Because he's going to have to go in with 3 characters just to ensure that he can count strength.
Yeah, that's really not good, actually, is it? Oh! Is that the Wolf King?
Achievement unlocked.
Achievement unlocked, indeedy. So, Wolf King on Rob. So this achievement then is for an attachment that's on the character that it should be on, basically. So, you know, it's best associated with in the book or in the programme. And the name of the achievement was Better When We're Together.
I got that one in my first game too. I had Lady on Sansa.
Ah, nice one.
I know, great, eh?
Yeah. How many points did you get in total?
I don't know. I stopped counting after
2 points.
After the first round because the judges didn't hear me calling, so I gave up, and then they couldn't retrospectively give me the points.
So you had a sulk.
So I sulked and screwed up my paper, and I was like, no, not anymore, I give up. I'm going to try hard it from this point on.
Really, Richard just took an achievement deck, got upset because they ignored him, sulked for the rest of the day, and just try harded instead.
I didn't sulk for the rest of the day. I sulked for like 3 minutes. And then I just got on with my life. 3
minutes, is that the amount of points that you should have got if your achievement was unlocked?
I don't know, you tell me.
Well, tell me what the achievement was and I probably will be able to tell you the amount of points it was worth. I kind of studied the list a bit.
It was the family one, the 3 family members on the board.
That one was a 2-pointer.
Ah, see, there you go.
There you go.
I had all the I had Kat, I had Sandra, I had Rob, I had Bran. I had so many family members on the board. And so to not get the points...
Oh, were you sad?
I wasn't that sad. I'm pretty confident I was going to do it again in the day.
Did you cry?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
Do you like script your piece of paper and cry over it?
No.
Oh, who's going to turn up at the wedding next?
Oh,
the
shit.
bride! The bride is here!
Matt's got his own personal achievement. I don't really know. I've never seen that before in my life. What is it?
But Matt has achieved a double achievement here, so he's got Better When We're Together.
Is it Queen of the Seven Kingdoms?
I really don't know. But it's supposedly a thematic attachment.
Maybe it's Queen of the Seven Kingdoms.
I don't know what it does. And then he's also got the Royal Flush achievement, which is characters that cost 7, 6, 5, 4 and 3 gold, including a king or queen.
Wow.
So that's
He's got a king and a queen.
Yeah. Well, you know, he's trying to get this wedding off.
That was one of the hardest ones to get, I think, if you're achievement hunting.
Do you think?
Yeah, because a lot of achievements were, you know, running different... They were basically on a different focus. But with this kind of Tyrell deck, it's pretty easy to get that kind of thing.
I got that one.
Well done.
Thanks.
Didn't win though, did you?
Well, I did a lot better than you did.
What, in the jar?
In the achievements, which is what I was aiming for. Thank you very much.
I was aiming to turn up and have a good time, which I definitely did after I dropped and started watching football.
So we've got a military challenge coming in from Rob, Great John and Daisy there. So this is quite a big challenge. The castle will be giving them +2 strength. Is that for each of them?
Yes.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So Daisy is 5 strength, Rob is 5 strength, Great John is 5 strength, so that's 15 plus 6. That's 21 strength.
Nice. There's barely any point in removing one from the challenger Highgarden.
Nope. Well, there is for a strength reason, in terms of to reduce the strength.
Yeah.
However, I suppose Matt can let this one go if he wanted. I mean, the Intimidate will hurt.
Who's got Intimidate? Is that Great John?
Great John, yeah. But Great John will not stand now. This is plot 4.
Which is sad.
So Joe will get Renown and Rob and Daisy.
Okay, so defending there for 7.
Chump defending with 2 characters.
Oh yeah, of course, because Grand Melee. Oh, Joe, not allowed to stand him.
How many plots have we had? I thought we were on the 4th plot.
I thought it was on the 4th plot as well.
Maybe we're not. Maybe I need to check the wording on the Great John.
Personally, I think that he shouldn't.
Are we definitely on 4 plots? What plots can you remember? Trading into late summer feast.
Joe played summons, trading, grand melee, and
Wardens of the North.
I've not played Wardens of the North.
No. I'm thinking of Wardens of the South of Matt.
Yeah.
Maybe this is the 3rd plot.
Maybe. Eh. Oh well. I'm sure you guys at home can check for us and comment in the comments.
Yay!
Yay! Thanks, guys. Okay, let's look back on the board. So, Intimidate there on Renly. So, Matt's really sad here because he wanted Renly and Marge to go into a challenge together so they could be like the happy wedding couple. But no, it isn't to be. I'm sure Matt will go over it. So... I don't really know what they're doing here.
That must be Queen of the Seven Kingdoms. I can't think of what else it might be.
What does that do?
Let me go find the artwork. What does it do?
Yeah.
Good question.
Okay. Oh, so it's got the 3rd Growing Strong. So Growing Strong on Renly, Marjorie and Eleanor. But Joe's going to run that off and then triggering Rob to stand everyone back up.
Yep. So it is Queen of the Seven Kingdoms. Lady only. She becomes Queen. Action, stand the attached character and remove it from the challenge. To choose a participating character, stand that character and remove it from the challenge. That seemed pretty shit.
Well, it's pretty horrible against Grand Melee. Because you can just kneel Marjorie to defend, then stand her and remove an attacking character. And then if that character is now only attacking with one person, his Grand Melee thing doesn't work, right?
Good point. I will not refute that.
Oh, sorry, it looks like the Growing Strong was on... Oh, no, not Growing... Oh, no, he's used Crown of Golden Roses. There we go. So Crown of Golden Roses on Night of Flowers there. And then using the High Garden Courtier, there we go, to stand Night of Flowers. So he'll be able to participate if needed. And we're going with an intrigue challenge here. Using Marjorie. And Butterbumps, I believe. And Willis kneeling to give... Well, to stand Marjorie, right? Kneel to stand Marjorie? And give Night of Flowers insight.
And you give Garland renown. But Garland is not here.
Mm. Ooh. Sorry, Ned.
Ned is one of the really good characters with Winterfell Castle. So much renown and strength on the board with him.
Well, this doesn't work so well with Grand Melee.
Matt's very upset about Night of Flowers and Grand Melee. I think Joe being able to stand all his characters is going to stop Matt from winning this round.
How did he stand all of his characters?
Sacked Bran to cancel an event and triggered Rob.
Oh, did he play Growing Strong? And
no, Matt played... Oh yeah, Matt tried to play Growing Strong, which was brand off, and then Matt discarded a card to stand Night of Flowers instead.
Brand off.
Brand off.
Yeah, standing the board is a good play. I guess ultimately that saves him the game.
Joe doesn't seem happy.
Yeah, that mistake from Matt, I think, saves the game for Joe. Because
certainly for a round.
If Joe doesn't stand his guy, Matt wins more challenges. Is it time to get some dudes out? Is it time to get an intrigue icon out?
That would probably help matters, rather than giving Matt an unopposed plus renown on Marjorie.
Did they both get the Special Snowflake Award?
For the playmats?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Probably. That was one that people just sort of signed off themselves, I think. So, we've got Wardens of the North from Joe to the King of the North from Matt. They both have kings on the board. But Matt was like, it's wedding time. We're, crowning the king and queen. So he just wanted King of the North on the board. as thematic for his game, basically, because he was excited about his silly deck.
Had he peaked on round 1?
Who, Joe or
No,
Matt?
Matt with his royal wedding.
Oh, possibly. I mean, it feels like he's got his perfect little setup here for his royal wedding.
It's nice that Joe's been so obliging. Imagine how sad Matt would be if he were playing a nutrition board wipe deck.
Or like wildfire or something.
Yeah, anything.
Like I say, the achievement decks, people that were trying for achievements, their decks tended to be very limited in what they put in the plots because your plots are all based on trying to get achievements to work. So you're going to see quite a few decks here that are really not optimal in the slightest. However, they're fun. And it's something a bit different, isn't it?
I don't think boards this big should be classed as fun. And I certainly don't think Tyrell should be classed as fun.
Well, sorry.
I mean, what sort of monster brings mace to a tournament? What sort of monster would do that?
Hey. Matt's just thrown Mace in the discard pile.
He put him in the deck. He's a monster.
But you know what you need for a wedding, don't you, darling?
Someone
to marry them.
Oh my god. He's gone all out. This is actually quite funny.
So we've got the priest. We've got the bride and groom. Got all the family members. Got the entertainment. I think he's pretty much ready to marry him.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Just to need to make that holy 15 power now.
He's 3 power off. But then again, there's 10 minutes left. But most of that might just be marshalling, to be honest.
Oh, we've got one of the pervy red wine twin.
This is the one that stands Marjorie.
Yeah, Horace.
Okay. But Joe's picked a good plot here. Because he can, put extra people in there and defend against things that needs to be defended against. And he's also got...
Only if he had a participating character, which he's not going to have in Intrigue. So, I guess, as stands, Matt wins on an Intrigue challenge. Right? Because he goes in with Renly and Marge, they've both got renown. And then, unopposed...
Nice to get some intrigue. Yay!
Wow, that was lucky. That was good.
Oh, and Jon Snow, so he can stand his board up as needed. So it's going to make it a lot tougher for Matt here. But we do have an achievement unlocked.
Got
so we've got a straight. And that means that Matt has got characters with strength 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. He didn't realise when he played them, but then afterwards, as they were sort of checking if they'd done any achievements each, he realised. So yeah, got a straight.
Wow.
Another one of the 3-pointers, that one.
Is it? Wow.
I mean,
show off.
No, he's getting quite a lot in this first round.
Yeah.
It's as you go through the day though, like you've already achieved a lot of the achievements, so the more games you play, the less achievements you're getting in one game.
Then you have to go for the really complicated achievement.
So
you have to coerce your opponent into, please let me do a 30 strength challenge against you, please. I'm not running for a hospitality, I promise. Why have you saved 3 gold then?
Yeah, that's slightly terrifying. Okay.
Didn't you refuse to let one of your opponents do that?
I may have refused.
Didn't that knock him out the top 4 for the achievement? And
well,
if you'd have let poor Calvin do that, he would have been in the top 4.
Okay, in my defence, it was round 2. Calvin was one of my biggest, nemesis in this tournament for the achievements. He was one of the people I was most concerned about. So I decided in my wisdom that seeing as that we'd already let him get 20 odd points in that one game, that I didn't want to let him get a 3-pointer in that particular game. And yes, he was 1 point behind George and just missed out on a playmat. And I think that Calvin, if it wasn't illegal to do so, would possibly have killed me, if he could have done it legally. He didn't seem very happy.
I think you owe him a public apology.
I publicly apologise, Calvin. However, George must be happy because it meant that George got into the top 4.
Ah,
So, you know, George owes me one.
Mother Jankers. Good old George.
So we've got a big power challenge coming in here then. From Renly, Knight of Flowers, the High Septon, Horace and Marjorie. And because Horace knelt, it meant that Marjorie could restand.
I don't even want to do the math here.
Okay.
I mean, Horace 4, Eleanor 7, High Septon 12, Marjorie 17, Renly 23, Flowers. So that's 28. I don't know if he used a garden caretaker. I don't
yeah,
think he did.
so if I remember correctly, he said he was on 28.
Okay.
And Joe is defending for
4,
29.
9, 14. Oh, the military. Oh no,
No, it's a power.
that's Daisy. So yeah, Daisy's on 6. That's 16. So that's 20 plus 2 for each of them. So that's 28.
Okay. 28 plus
And
he's
he's
just pulled
warden
in
Jon Snow in to win the challenge.
And that's an extra 6 strength, so 34 total here. Which I think he definitely needed to do.
Yeah.
So
Because he loses if he doesn't. Just on the 3 renown alone.
Yeah, exactly. Plus the claim.
He needed to keep Scepter standing for Marjorie incoming intrigue challenge. Oh,
So he has to stand Marjorie to be able to remove someone from the challenge. But because he stood Marjorie with Horace, he can't do it.
oh no.
So he's going to use Highgarden to remove Renly from the challenge. He's lost the challenge anyway, and at least he can try and use Renly in something else instead. So Joe there winning the challenge and getting 3 renown. But now he's quite open. So
No, he's not. Jon Snow can sack himself.
So using the Mage's ability there to draw a card, and it was Winter is Coming. So if Joe could get a challenge on the way back, he, you know, could do a bit of damage here.
Now we'll do intrigue. Yep.
So now Matt is going to go in with an intrigue challenge.
So he's going to get what, 1, 2 renown?
Yeah, it would be. So Joe there just kneeling to defend with the scepter.
Oh.
So Matt will get up to 14 with this.
Nah, he can win it.
Can he? So
Yeah, Matt can just... No, he can't win it on that challenge.
one sec, what's going on here? So he knelt the scepter, so the scepter's technically in the challenge. But he needs to kneel one more, otherwise Marjorie can stand and remove one, right?
Yeah, but that still only gets Matt 2 power. Unopposed and renown on Renly. Or if it stays as is, the 2 renown.
Oh, but surely, isn't it stand Marjorie to stand and remove the scepter?
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to kneel anyone else in, does he? Is that right?
No, he doesn't.
So he doesn't need to put Daisy in.
No, he doesn't need to. Because it's the same effect anyway, unless Joe wants to win it. He's not going to get the Winterfell Castle boost.
No, because it's an intrigue, isn't it? He's
But it
really
doesn't-
considering this, isn't he?
It doesn't look like Matt is coming in on a military challenge. So what, Daisy's 5 strength, Scepter is 3, so that's 8. So Matt wins the challenge.
Yeah. So he gets the 2 renown. He can come in with the military because he can boost Knight of Flowers with the Crown of Golden
cool.
Roses and stand in with the High Guard and
Courtier.
Courtier. See, remember the name.
Well done. So yeah, so he can do military, but he can't win it with just the Knight of Flowers, can he?
Knight of Flowers is
I think he
attacking
can,
alone,
yeah.
isn't he?
Yeah, but Warden gets around that, but I think Joe has
He's
triggered it
used
twice.
it twice. He didn't need to bring Daisy in, I think. So yeah, and then Knight of Flowers goes in with the military. standing up for no particular reason, but yeah. So going with the military, Can only defend with 1 because he's already used his plot twice.
Game over.
I think that cost him the game, maybe.
Matt
Unless I've
Eddleman will win.
misunderstood.
It's an interesting game, even though, you know, they're just characters everywhere.
Oh, so we've got quite a few achievements unlocked in this game.
We did.
So, you know, we'll see if we can get any unlocked in the next game. So the next game we have is going to be Whammer versus Vince.
We haven't even mentioned Whammer's deck.
So Whammer was the crowdfunded deck. He's got a Tyrell alliance of God knows what, Barra and... Remember what it was? Something else.
Yeah, who cares?
But,
we'll figure it out for the next one.
But we'll see in the next video. So yeah, crowdfunded deck. So yeah, we'll see how he does with that.
Yeah.
So thanks everyone again for watching, and thanks as always to all our patrons for your support. We really appreciate it. And if you would like to support the channel, you can do so at patreon.com/The White Walkers. But otherwise, we will see you next time for round 2.
Round 2, yeah.
Thanks very much, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye.